you think about a love and gratitude journal? I always talk about journaling to my clients, especially my angel clients, the people that I work with on a spiritual basis. I feel are more open to the process. So I'm curious with you, have you done some actual journaling? This is not an easy one. It's a vulnerable one, but it's vulnerable with you. It's about you really honing in on where you are and what you are thinking without a filter. So I personally think that as a coach and spiritual guide advisor, when it comes to people wanting to tap into the angel work that they want to do, people that are genuinely looking for a deeper, more intimate, loving relationship, I strongly, strongly encourage you to open yourself up to the possibilities of just dumping it all out on some paper. I love when people journal without the expectation of actually rereading it. You're not writing it for grammar or punctuation of any special kind. You're not writing it for bullet points to make any sense. You're writing it for how your brain needs to release this. Sometimes it's writing a love letter to your mystery person. Maybe it's a matter of expressing a thought you're having, a feeling. Maybe you are writing about how much it sucks to date, how awesome it is to date, how it felt to finally kiss somebody that you really liked, what it felt like to be held by somebody who really, really felt good next to your body. How did that feel? How did it resonate with you? Did it wake up parts of you that you thought might have gone to sleep for a while? You know, those are things that you want to be writing about to just release, because when you write it down, you make room for new, but you also validate its existence. If you have questions to your heart, questions to your soul, writing them down into a journal is really, really powerful. I have a book that is about writing letters. It's one of our workbooks you can find on my discoverlovematches.com site, but it's writing letters to your mystery person. You can write to this person and talk to them, help them to see energetically how they would fit into your life. I feel like so often people create this busy illusion of their lives and all that they have going on, and they want to get all these points for how active they are, when really they are actually projecting an image that there's no room for anybody new, whether it's even friendships or intimacy in relationships. So one of the neat things about writing to your mystery person is basically saying, hey, you know what? If you were in my life, we would have gone on a long walk today, or we probably could have gone to the beach for the day. We would have watched this movie together. I was really hoping I'd have a partner to watch this movie with, or we would be making dinner together. This is how I'd love to. I'd ask you these questions about your day. Like, think about what it is that you want to be grateful for, but you also want to think about how you want to love, how you want to give, how you want to connect. Because the more that we start to paint this picture in our heart and our soul as to what it will be like to be with that magical person, the better we can enjoy them, the better we can recognize them when they arrive. What happens so often is we kind of forget what it would be like to create that relationship, so that when we're dating, we date neat people, they're fun, they're positive, but there's something always missing, but we don't really know what it is because we haven't actually verbalized what it is that we want. We just kind of think, oh, it'll show up, it'll be nice, it'll be fun. So I want you to think about this in your own journey of journaling, because the more that you can cultivate that emotion, you can write a letter to your mystery person, you can think thoughts as to how you would share it with somebody. Maybe you have something big going on in your life, and if you had your partner with you, you could share it together, you could experience it together, and you would feel really good to have somebody that actually is looking out for you and somebody that you can look out for. Having that feeling of teamwork, maybe that's what you want to write about. Whatever it is, taking some time to really dive in and be vulnerable with your own self. Be vulnerable with a pen and paper, be vulnerable and just let it come out, let it be released. And some people, write it all out, and then they poof it into a candle and burn it away. It's not about holding it in, but it's letting it out to the universe. Some people want to write in a daily journal, like our book that I have for everybody to be able to get through my site. They want to do it that way. For some people, it's everyday thoughts, everyday feelings, moments of just reminding themselves to love on themselves, a positive affirmation for themselves. Whatever it is, it's so important to constantly nurture, remind, support, and celebrate your love journey in a positive light, because it's not easy. It isn't to put yourself out there. It's not easy to be vulnerable. It's not easy to get your heart broken. It's not easy to be hopeful. The worst part is when you're like holding space for somebody you think is your person, or you think they are worthy of spending time with you, and then they flake, then they just don't show up, or they show up but they're not really present, and they don't really nurture you, and you're feeling frustrated because you're like, okay, this person's here, we're going out, we're doing things, but nothing's blooming, nothing's nurturing, nothing's feeling pleasurable, nothing's feeling enlightening. And so you wonder, but you know what? When you journal, you get better at it. You get more clear as to what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, and what it is that you crave, because you're writing it out. You're letting those messages that you get from the universe, from your heart, from your soul, from your own inner journey to flow through you and be released. So I want to know, do you write in a journal? Have you been working on manifesting? Comment below and let me know what you think. All right. I look forward to talking to you soon.